and sometimes we would even try to smoke oregano or cinnamon sticks just to be able to try to get as close to smoking weed as we possibly could. And now I live in California, where the weed is legal, and it's apparently really good, and it's really pure, but I can't indulge in it because every time I smoke weed, I get really fixated on the weirdest things, like how windows can also be doors at the same time. That really freaks me out. Or I'll get lost in my hand as I'm playing guitar, and then I realize my hand isn't moving, and I'm just playing the same bar chord over and over again. Or I'm afraid that if I fall asleep while I'm high, I'm going to die in my sleep, and I won't wake up. Is anybody else like that, or is it just me? Just me? Yeah, outside? Yeah, you get the paranoid types. Well, I wrote this song called Nightlife Youth for a friend of mine who had a bad trip and asked me to stay up all night with him, and it made me have an even worse trip than I was already having. So yeah, it goes out to the lightweights. It's called Nightlife Youth. Oh, Andy, what the hell did we know? It's been more than 10 years gone and millions of miles. I miss you so. In the glisten of the in-between, shining in our nightlife moon. The morning ebbs and flows, each morning I suppose. Till tomorrow's ready, I'll stay awake. Do you still hate me? Has it really been that long since you wiped my tears and nipped my heels when the shoulders turned cold? In the beauty of the in-between, the sun sets on our nightlife view. The morning ebbs and flows, each morning I suppose. Till tomorrow's ready, I'll stay awake. In the glisten, oh, in the beauty, the sun sets on our nightlife view. The morning ebbs and flows, each morning I suppose. Till tomorrow's ready, I'll stay awake, I'll stay awake with you. Puff, puff, give, man. Thank you very much. This is a cover song by an old Pennsylvania band. It's about touring a lot. The good and the bad. Hearts of fire, streets of stone, modern warriors, satellite horses of chrome. Taste the wild, lick the wind, like some they never saw before, their jaws dropping to the floor. Steel made of soul and sin. Rebels born without a care, only to fly where eagles dare. Ride the wind, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Painted flesh, loyalty, humble pride, just as far as the eye could see. Stories told, two old friends here. The battle scars and lonely falls, and nights the rain wouldn't end. Here's two rebel eyes wearing gypsy smiles. Here's to lovely ladies and a million miles. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Ride the wind, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. When all your truths are lies and stories are riders in the skies, only the bravest try where eagles and angels dare to fly. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Ride the winds, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. Thank you very much. So my name is Jeff. I play in a rock and roll band from Los Angeles called Divided Heaven. We've played this room a couple of times. We love being here. We love Kim. And we love Brandon. And we'd rather be here than have a day off on tour. So whether there's two of you or, well, you're in the band. That doesn't count. So if there's two of you or negative two of you, we're happy to be here and to be making our way across the country. So I'm gonna play one more song, and then Sean, our bass player, is gonna come up and play a few, and then I think we'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll plug in and rock out. Is that all right with y'all? All right. I'm gonna play a song I've never played before. Is that okay with you? It might as well be. Dull aspirations, yet you aim so high. Young beds of whiskey till the wells run dry. I judge the world with a witless privileged spite. Burn, rebels from the start. Burn, my California California heart. Wasted potential streaming down our throats. Reject conformity until we choke. Revolution, blinded in a puff of smoke. Burn, rebels from the start. Burn, my California heart. Burn, till there's nowhere left to run. I will burn in the California, California, lead me to my own demise. Burn me up, burn me up. Burn, rebels from the start. Burn, my California hearts. Burn, till there's nowhere left to run. I will burn in the Arizona, Arizona sun. Thank you very much. My name is Chef. Sean from our band is up next. Sean, come and do your thing, buddy. Let's get it. Different Sean, not the Sean who has the straight edge tattoos, who has ironic.
Okay, cool. All right.
We'll make this a quarantine podcast here.
Yeah, exactly. And today I was actually calling it Sunday Shred Streams. Sunday Shred Streams interview. Yeah. And I thought it was a good name.
Yeah.
You need to check out my like loading page, because it is hilarious. Like, it has the raccoon. It has the title of the stream, Sunday Shred Stream.
Yeah.
And it even says interview with my bro, Miles.
Yeah.
And like on the bottom, like I even had music. I had the whole 9 yards of it. I think I like I kind of put a little bit more effort into this one just because, hey, what the heck.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what have you been working on?
Nothing much. Just kind of making my own, like trying to make my own music, like own song, I guess.
Yeah. What do you have so far?
Here's what I have so far. Yeah, it's something like that though. Along those lines. Something along those lines though. Yeah. But reason why you don't hear that much because I clip my nails.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
now you have to use the
fingers.
Yeah. Seeing that it's a little bit more of an interview to get to know you. One of my questions was, what was your biggest influence? Who really what type of player made you want to pick up the guitar?
I don't know, like, to be honest, everybody, like every band that I play a lot.
Yeah.
It's like Slipknot, Blink-182, Green Day, um, Guns N' Roses. Hold on, my Nelly's calling me real quick, so gotta
Oh,
pause
okay.
on that
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. No worries. So it was just, kind of going back into that question. So it was just mainly all the bands that you're kind of just watching or like listening to that really inspired you to
Yeah,
kind of pick it up.
basically. Yeah.
Then, what do you think about acoustic guitar? I mean, I know you haven't had your hands on electric so far.
I mean, I played one before, like when I just went over to Guitar Center just to try it out.
Yeah.
I
Would
still
you-
like play like some soothing songs in there too. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it that much, but that's
Yeah,
one thing I want to try to get into also.
that would definitely be cool because I'm kind of curious about like what type of sound you yourself would have because
Yeah.
I feel like you would definitely have like that gritty tone, but also like incorporate a lot of clean tone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I kind of see it.
Yeah.
Then what was when you were learning? What were some of like the rudimentary things you were doing, like to build up your durability and
Yeah.
being able to familiarize yourself with the fretboard?
To be honest, I couldn't explain it. I
Or
don't know. It's just like
Were you
I don't
just
know,
like fiddling around, or
yeah. To be honest, I play like cover songs like as a class, like my class
Yeah.
before. Because like I know the very first song that we learned that was just like basic chords was Zombie by Cranberries.
Mhm.
It's basically that, just the whole way.
Yeah.
And like,
Oh, I was gonna say. Then afterwards, did you started picking up tabs and just
somewhat, yeah. Like we would do tabs in classroom, and like I don't know, I just kind of like thought of some songs that I could try to learn with the tabs, or just like different like chords with like a B minor or B major, I think it was. I don't remember. I don't know. It's just like different like coordinations with the fingers and stuff.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, and then like I don't know, I got more into it the more I got like further into class. Like the more kind of advanced we got, the more like more interested I got into it, and then I started like try to learn my own songs that I or like cover songs that I try to learn on my own that I like.
Yeah.
Like for example, like one of the songs that I want, like the very first songs I wanted to learn just by the tabs was Simple Man by Shinedown.
Mhm.
It kind of goes like this. And then kind of goes further into it with the chords. It's basically like the chords are just basically the same thing. It's like with the C to a G into an A minor.
G then A minor. So
yeah, basically the whole thing. Yeah. But yeah, basically that basically just kind of basically made me encourage myself more to play more different songs. So yeah. And then just eventually too, I just made my own song, like kind of a riff. That's the one. Yeah.
Do you
I'm
feel
still
like
trying to.
I was gonna say, do you feel like that song kind of there's some parts that need to be added into it, or like?
Yeah, I believe so. It's like just like some minor tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
You know. I'm still trying to like fiddle with it.
Then didn't you say you had like a second riff too? You were also working on?
I think so, if I can remember. Yeah. I don't remember it, to be honest. I'm trying to remember it. Yeah, I completely forgot it, to be honest.
Then I saw you busted out a capo. What's that about?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just mess around with the capo too, and I put like different riffs or different frets and just play around with it basically.
Yeah.
Like with like the songs that I learned, basically like the Simple Man. Yeah, I don't know.
Nice. I like that.
I know, same here. So like that's why I'm messing with it. Like I mess with it and just play the songs that I like, and still learn. And some of them sound pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one too, I still need to learn like with the whole thumb and like keeping the thumb going like at a pace and just having the other fingers go. Yeah, but this is what I have so far. I think it was like "Let Her Go" by, I forgot the band's name though. You know what song I'm talking about, right?
Let it go. I don't know why that came into my head. It was like some. I remember. I think it might have been like some weird movie.
Yeah.
And this guy is just like, dude, like I think she's the one, and like his friend just goes, "Let it go, let her go." It's just, I think it's like breaks the song and dance or somewhere.
Yeah.
But
it was by Passenger. Yeah, it's a Such Love.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just this so far. I forgot how it went. There it was. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I kind of butchered it, to be honest.
Yeah, there were a couple of parts, but I wasn't gonna say anything. But that's cool, dude. That's really awesome.
Oh yeah, and then there's a new song I'm still trying to learn. I kind of got like, this is only from like 2 days of practice. Like somewhat of 2 days of practice. So yeah, this is by Led Zeppelin. I think it's called I'm Gonna Leave You, Babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's yeah. I was listening to that from like this one YouTuber.
Baby. So, that's all I remember. That's all he says.
Yeah.
That's the only important part.
Only important part to me.
Right.
Yeah. But like I was watching the YouTuber from a video, and he played that song. I was like, dude, that sounds pretty cool. Like it sounds like soothing and like sounds simple. And I looked it up, and it wasn't simple at all.
That's a lot more advanced.
I was like, damn, yeah. It's like the most soothing and sound simple song are really complex and everything.
Yeah, without a doubt, because it's pretty funny. Like you talked about Jimmy Page. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That guy was actually I think it was around like 15. He already had a band, and he was already like traveling and whatnot. And around like 18, he started doing studio work, a bunch of studio work. And I think he was like 23 until he actually decided to go back out. I think around like 23, could be shorter than that. But yeah, his musical prowess and like his art for it is so unique. And I feel like, listening to Baby and let me see, and a lot of the slow melodic songs are a lot more complicated because of the way he thinks about how the song should sound. And it's kind of funny because it sounds simple, like, oh yeah, it's just a simple little chord.
Easily.
Yeah, and then you look at the chord and like he's like maybe like six frets all across. Yeah.
Recently, this right here, the whole finger.
Speaking of and speaking of actual like width of your hand, Are your fingers longer than mine?
I don't know.
I think
I
you might
think
have
so.
like guitar hands because I have like
Yeah.
have little baby hands. Mine are like little,
You're like,
I have
yeah.
nubs, you know. That's why I can only do. That's the reason why I can only do power chords.
Yeah, because like I don't know how far I can go with it. I think I go like to the sixth fret. This is my finger and index.
I really have to like push it if I want to go like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, I don't know. This is comfortable for me without pushing it. So if I'm pushing it, I'm gonna go like to the seventh fret.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's like an Australian like type of spider right there, you know.
I know it's Spider-Man. be the next Spider-Man.
Then as far as like, you know, I know you're not really a professional yet, but you know, as far as like getting your hands like warmed up and ready, what do you usually do? Like, do you just go like do some just like fiddle around, go through
Yeah, I
the
just kind of
frets?
I don't know, the way I kind of warm up is like fiddle around and just play some like finger picking so I can get like with some complex one. Just basically kind of something like this, and then kind of get my fingers warmed up by doing like complex like finger picking
Yeah.
with the fingers. So yeah.
Then I was a bit curious with your finger picking on this side. What's kind of like a pattern you try and follow? Like, is there? I mean, just to build up the speed and to build up like the memory. Is there like a specific pattern you usually try and go back to? One like something that might be a bit challenging. Do you have like a riff that you usually try and figure it out with like your picking hand?
Not really. I don't know. Sometimes I'll play like a Metallica. I think it was Faded to Black. Basically with the simple startup with it.
Yeah.
And then like when I get to the build up of it, I kind of get like to the build up of it, I kind of get like a little fast with it.
Yeah.
Like I forgot how it went to that. I forgot, but yeah, just basically all build up to it, and then when I get to the part, like the famous part of his riff, I kind of go with the different fingers, like kind of like when I'm going with it, I kind of do like different fingers with it.
Yeah.
So basically like this. Oh shit. Yeah, just something like that.
Okay, so it's almost like with the beginning part, you're a lot more looser with it, so you could be able to fiddle around with it and play with it. But once it comes into that build up, is it harder to try and keep on tempo and like make sure to hit it just right?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because I kind of understand what you're talking about, especially with like the build ups.
Yeah.
Because you know, it's funny because I think I kind of take on the personnel or like the energy of a drummer because half the time I'm just like playing air drums. But yeah, no, I completely agree with the build up because like yes, they're also building up the tempo, but at the same time, you know, you as like a rhythm player have to keep like a steady rhythm and not follow the drums when he's like starting to go really into it, you know. And I completely agree on that because, and sometimes even with my own work, you know, I work at a live theater venue.
Yeah.
And lately we've been doing live streams, and there have been times where the drummer, I see him like building up. I'm like, yes, this is the shot. This is the shot. Then I cut over, and then boom, nothing. And I'm just like, all right, I need to try and find something to make that up with.
There we go. That's what it was. Like with the build up, I just kind of use my thumb mostly just to go with it. So yeah, I'm basically kind of like this with my fingers. Yeah, just something like that.
Yeah, no, that's
Again, yeah. Again, I don't have my fingers. I don't have my fingernails, so it's like super weird.
Did you
I'm,
ever
like,
see
forcing
that? It's funny. There's actually an SNL skit, and it's basically the two employees that are kind of like kind of savage in a way, and they think that they're going to get fired, and so they decide to roast everybody before they take off, and it was hilarious because the main reason why I find this funny is that there's one guy in the background. He has like long fingernails and like his hair is like all drooped over to the side. He kind of looks emo-ish. And I forgot his name, and they look at him and they're just like, I'm gonna call him Roger. They're just like, Roger, clip your nails, man. They're too long. They're like, we get it. You play guitar. You play classical guitar. They're like, but man, just clip those nails. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of skin, you know?
Yeah.
You know what would be actually a good reference for you, too, to, you know, if you want to improve on finger picking skills. There is an artist called Reverend Peyton and his Big Damn Band.
Oh, yeah.
You should check him out because he definitely has a... there's one video, I think it's 2-part videos, and I think they're like 5, maybe 10 minutes. And Reverend Payton is actually a finger playing style, but he also plays the electric style too.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so it's mainly built around his guitar, is his electric sound, but it's all in his finger picking. And this guy is amazing. The coolest part about watching this video is the fact that he goes, all right, you're going to be learning how to use your thumb, and you're going to play, I think it was like Mary Has a Little Lamb on the first 3 strings. Or the first top 3 strings. And then he goes, then you're going to use your bottom 3 fingers down here, and you're going to play Itsy Bitsy Little Spider at the same time. Yeah, so, and it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. And like, he plays Mary a Little Lamb like by itself. I was like, oh, easy. And then he goes
and
into
he just
play.
pushes that out.
Well, he shows you first, you know, Mary Has a Little Lamb, Itsy Bitsy Spider. And then he goes, and then once you feel comfortable, he goes, play both of them. And like, he goes into it like nothing. I was just like,
dude.
no way. Yeah, you should definitely check him out. Like, yeah, I thought it was very interesting because his finger picking style, I feel, is definitely on par with those of like bluegrass and even banjo players, or you know, a lot of the greats. And watching him was definitely mind blowing. I was just like, whoa, this is cool. But yeah, just you know, when you get a chance.
Yeah, you should probably send me a link too.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, I should probably do that.
Yeah, and then there's again like the song that I'm still trying to learn out of from 2 days, like "Baby I'm a Lady" by Led Zeppelin. This is what I have. Like this is what I have so far. Hold on. Where'd you go?
My computer. My computer's not charging for some weird reason, and give me a second.
Sorry, but just the way you popped up, though, which is just like this, just straight up. Hold on. We're just like.
There we go. Yeah.
Just like like you're popping up, trying not to get caught or anything.
No, my laptop wasn't charging, and I was trying to figure it out, and I thought I might have messed up the plug. I feel like I should just be like, you know, just coming out of a box, or like, you know, just be like, huh? What's going on? What year is it? Oh man.
Oh my god.
But I was kind of curious, you know, later in the future, do you kind of see yourself singing and playing, or mainly just playing?
What's up?
I said later in the future, I mean, you know, you working on your skills and whatnot, do you see yourself later in the future maybe being a singer-songwriter, or just like a guitar player?
I don't know. It's like probably just a casual guitar player.
Yeah.
Because I really don't care about that, the whole like writing stuff down and everything. I just kind of want to be me and just play guitar like I usually do.
Play and jam out, relax.
Yeah, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then what type of gauge strings are you playing with? Do you remember?
Shoot. I don't remember because I know I switched these out from my Ernie balls. Like I think it was like I switched stuff from the Ernie balls because when I first broke my I think it was my G string, like G on here. I went to Guitar Center and asked them what's the best like beginner strings, you know?
Yeah.
And he told me about like the Ernie balls. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then like later on, like about I don't know, a couple months later, like 6 months later, I've been using like excessively a lot, and like it kind of started wearing out on me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went over there again, and what was it? And I got the same one, and then I got like a different one too. I forgot what it was called. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, because I got like Ernie balls, and then I got like a different one too. I forget what it was called. Like it was like one of those Oh no, the one I got was Ernie ball Earthwood was the strings I got, and then the other one let me see if I can find it. Okay, right here. It's like the Martin Company or Martin Co.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Co. The authentic acoustic strings, basically just to try it out.
Yeah.
And and it said like these because you know how some people like when they like some metals kind of give them like allergic reaction to their fingers and stuff. Yeah, like this one doesn't. Like this one has like specific type of metal that doesn't how do you say it? Doesn't like affect them like that basically. Yeah. And first time I tried these on, I was like, dude, these sound pretty good. Like they sound pretty nice. And it's been a couple months since I switched them out, but like I still like them as is. To be honest, they sound nice. Yeah. Yeah, but like first time I put them on, they sound like more like of a like they sound more warm, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have like a warm song or like warm sound to it.
Yeah. Did you feel like beforehand it felt a little bit more tinny and not much of the actual body being there?
Yeah, kind of like more tinny. Mm-hmm. Like a little bit a little bit on the more like the tinny side. But like I don't know, to me it kind of sounds good together like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, but and another thing too is like just you know how like electric acoustic guitars they like have like the delay and like different settings so they can like make guitar sounds different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just messing around again and I found out like if you strum more back here, it sounds like one of those more expensive guitars. Like you know how they have that like more of a heartwarming sound like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started messing around with that and I started playing back here more.
Oh, okay. So you started exploring more with your bridge technique?
Yeah, basically bridge technique like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it is very awesome to, see you play and to see how you developed. And I know that you're going to continue to develop as a player. Yeah. And I really hope that you do find like-minded individuals to play with because that would be very, very amazing.
I know, right?
And on top of that, I just kind of realized that I could have probably, in a way, if I really thought about it, I could have streamed this because I realized that there was a browser URL link that I could have plugged in and hopefully could have made it work. But hey, we're all we're all beginning guitar players in whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. And
But
oh yeah, and also another thing too, that like reason why I got into like guitar is, remember back then when me and you were hanging out with grandma for like a whole week, I think.
yeah.
And you brought down your electric guitar.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the first things that like ignited in my head too.
yeah.
Like, dude, that sounds pretty cool. Like the way you played your own like riff and everything.
Yeah.
Like your own style and your originals. That's the first thing that like sparked the light in my head right there, just to try to get a guitar.
It was funny too because I felt like I did have some riffs like, turn it something like that. And
yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was funny too because like just that finger picking part. It was kind of funny because all I'm doing is basically using A, E, C, and then if I feel like it, maybe G. But it was just this one that got me because of how well it kind of goes together.
Yeah.
And it was funny because at that time, if you don't know, from time to time, like I write short stories, and when I heard this riff, the only thing that came into my mind was the fact that, ooh, how cool would it be to see like some knight in like the background, you know, almost like going through the Valley of Death, and like,
yeah,
you know, you just see you see like a silhouette of him just like getting battered by the wind, and you just see him walking. And in my head, I was like, how cool would it be? So every time I kept playing this, I would just keep writing down like what he's doing. And the coolest part was because I felt like it was a build-up, and then I forgot which chord I went into, but I think it might have been like a G. I think it's G major. And it works a lot better on electric, I have to admit, because I get a lot more of that grunge. But
oh yeah, sure.
And it was so cool because it led up to a scene that I wasn't really thinking of, or like an idea. So in my head, while I was writing it down, you know, you slowly, as you reading, you're kind of the camera, just like kind of seeing who this person is. Because I just kind of remember describing him, like you're kind of going up in the back and you see his cape, but it's all torn and worn. You see his armor, but then you start to realize that his legs are a little bit more different. They're kind of angled. And for some weird reason, like you see like fluffiness underneath like his cape, and it's like almost looks like a tail. Yeah. And then like it comes around and you see like his biceps, they're abnormal, and like just his body structure is abnormal. And then the way I described it was like, you know, only the royalty and the true knight himself can really slay the evil that needs to be slain. And I kind of more or less went with a wolf knight. And so like, yeah, it was funny too, because it kind of climaxed into that point, but then it drops off. Like it just immediately, the story cuts right there. And then it like goes into a completely different story. And that's where that riff actually kind of came up from.
Wow.
And because I just remember having like little lyrics here and there, just being like, let me see if I could do it. Let me tell you the story of a young noble knight, fierce and ferocious, never backing down, fought with the evil, fought with the bad, not too sure if he is slain down, something like that.
Yeah.
But almost like a folky type of like story. And
that's pretty cool though, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know, and that just mainly correlated with a story and like a riff. And yeah, that's how I kind of thought of riffs as. Some of it are stories that are kind of trying to be told, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, definitely use it. Try and flushed it out more than I could. I really like that riff for some reason. It's so calming, yet there's like, to me, I feel like it's calming, but there's a sense of like anxiety behind it. I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. It's like something like, I don't know, that person's kind of anxious to do something, or like anxious to do like a thing that we don't know yet. That's gonna be, like that's gonna be revealed later on in the story of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's probably gonna take like a turn for the worst, or turn to the greatest.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, that's where that story idea comes into play, because I definitely have a lot of ideas for that just one part, because I knew from it right when I wrote that down, I knew that's not where that's where that story began, but we're gonna go with somebody else. Yeah. And I thought it was very awesome. Got to see live.
I got to see. Only thing was Slipknot, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, did you?
Dude, that was crazy. The first, my favorite songs that they played live. Like, especially with my name too, like my gamer name, like his Slipknot THA.
Yeah.
The historic anthem.
Yeah.
I freaking love that song, dude. Oh my god, that one, Duality.
Yeah, such a good song.
Yeah, like that one, and then Wait to Bleed, I think it was called.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah, Wait to Bleed, and then some other songs too. I forgot.
Yeah. What am I?
Especially Unsainted too. That they play that live. Like, dude, that
was
crazy.
Yeah. That song's really good.
Yeah, and plus, like, they had their current outfit that they developed, or that they made for that video too. Like, they had that on too, which was crazy. And like, they're all in like white clothes too, and like, damn, that's freaking sick right there.
How old were you when you got to see them?
18.
Last year. That was last year. I completely forgot about that. That's really badass. I mean, you know, getting to see them before, you know, what's happening now.
Yeah.
So that's very awesome. What are you interested in? Any other like instruments? Do you see any other?
Like, I don't know. I do kind of see myself like trying out like the ukulele or something.
There you go.
Yeah. Like,
that's awesome.
I always wanted to try like an electric guitar, or acoustic guitar, which I do now. Now my next objective is trying out like a 12-string acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And then like into an electric guitar and all the yada yada yada.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I kind of got lucky with the amp that I have. I'm trying to remember what it is. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, and the amp that I have is a Vox Velotronics, and it's funny. Yeah, it's funny too because what up, Norsis?
So what's up?
That's his dad, by the way. And I really like that Vox Velotronics. It was funny too because I couldn't, of course, being a newbie, I didn't know what I was getting. And I just saw this Vox amp that looked really amazing. I didn't even play it. Like, I didn't have a guitar or anything. I just saw it at at Bookman's one day, and just went, I need a guitar amp. This looks good enough. Grabbed it. It was only like $55. And yeah, it was a steal. And like, I grabbed it, put it up there, bought it, took off, went home, played it, and instantly fell in love with it. I believe it is like a 112-inch cone speaker. And I believe it actually has some tubes in there, some vacuum tubes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that thing, it is crazy. Like, I'm still waiting for the day that I could push it all the way up to its full potential. Honestly, I've only played it. Actually, I think there were a couple of times that without anybody being in the house, I have turned it up, and the thing sounds amazing. Yeah, it sounds amazing. And and it's crazy too about this little amp is the fact that it has 22 preset amps.
Oh wow.
So all of them ranging from clean to experimental, funky, all the way down into like grunge and metal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it is kind of funny because it feels like it's almost like a speedometer where it's like going
Yeah.
from 1 all the way up to 100, 100 being like the craziest freaky thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll definitely keep an eye out, you know, if anybody's selling their amps out here, and hopefully find you something cheap and reliable.
Oh yeah.
And I just realized on this guitar, I don't know if you can see it. It's this string right here.
Oh, yeah.
It is completely like eroded.
Jeez.
I think I need to replace my nylon strings. But yeah. Do you ever see yourself picking up a bass?
To be honest, I don't know. I have to like try it out, like just to try it out first, and then
Yeah.
I'll think about it after. Yeah, but you can probably just to mess around with it and just kind of learn some like some background music with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically it.
And as far as guitar players, or a favorite guitar player, do you have any?
I don't know, to be honest. Like I'd probably say Slipknot, to be honest. The original band that I started listening to when I first got into rock and everything.
Yeah.
Because for my parents and everything, because you know, they used to go like to concerts a lot, like back in their younger days. They used to like go to a bunch of concerts and listen to all these pretty cool bands that I like kind of like old school bands for me, I guess, like in the 90s, like 80s, 90s. I don't know. For me, that's old because I was born in 2000. So basically, anything 2000 and below is kind of old for me. But yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool, and that's very awesome. The fact that, you know, your parents let you listen to music like that,
Yeah.
and hopefully they don't get upset.
Yeah.
I've definitely had the same grateful mom to be able to let me listen to the music that I've listened to for quite a long time. And especially the fact, and especially for the fact that, you know, most of it that I got my start into the metal scene was like, you know, death metal, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide, all of that jazz. And it's funny because, you know, we both had the same uncle, so
yeah,
you know, a lot of credit goes to him.
Metalhead. He's a straight up metalhead.
Yeah, and it's funny too, and I still crack up, you know. And one of our other cousins, Robert.
Oh yeah,
when during that time, I think right when he graduated, you know, he was up in Colorado somewhere, and he visited, and he introduced me to punk during then.
Oh wow!
I think I was like 13 or something, but yeah, I think that was kind of like my first take on punk, and he was just like, "What do you think about it?" I was like, "It sounds like noise."
it's something.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, and he's just like, "I have a guitar, you know, I play in a punk band." I was like, "Oh, that's cool, dude." You know, he is our brother. I love him to death.
Yeah.
You know, wish him well, and
that's true.
It's funny too because I guess it's kind of like going over musical archives of how I got into certain things. One of the craziest part is our aunties, they love country.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
on the reservation. So, you know, most of the time be listening to like a radio station with nothing but George Strait or like the classics.
Yeah. Basically like old school country.
Yeah, I'm not really good with names. I've never been good with artist names.
Me neither.
If you told me some song, I'd be like, I don't even know. You'd be like, it's Tina fucking Turner. How could you not know that? It's like, I never listened to that, you know?
I only listen to the songs. I don't know the name. I don't know the band.
Yeah.
Like that. I just like the song.
And I feel so guilty too because, you know, I work in the music, you know, in the music industry, and when people tell me that, I'm just like, I don't know, dude. I twist knobs and I watch levels. That's it.
Just that motion. I just twist knobs and
look at levels. That's essentially that's essentially the job. Yeah. But what do you think about country?
I don't know. I really don't. I listen to it a lot, to be honest, because again, our aunties and my mom too. We listen to a lot of country too, and how like our grandpa before he died, like I think he listened to country too.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically I don't know. It kind of got stuck in my head because to be honest, now I really don't care what I listen to, except
Yeah.
for pop. Like some pop I'll listen to because like they sound really good, but most of them are like mostly about like I don't know, just blabber and stuff. Like
Yeah.
half the words I can't understand. It's like I was like I don't know. I'm not in 2018 or 20.
um, that's hilarious. No, I completely agree on that. Like, I'm more than down to listen to anything. I mean, shit. I even one day for the hell of it, I was just jamming out to traditional Japanese guitar players.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah, or like their drumming, or like Chinese meditation music, where it's
Yeah.
actual people playing it. Like some of that is very, very amazing. I think my
Yeah.
favorite genre to kind of really look into is the Tibetan throat singers.
Oh yeah, the what was it the Mongolian throat singers?
Yeah, and like that is such a crazy technique.
Like
to
how they
have-
can,
yeah,
yeah, like the whole throat system, like make like different sounds while they're doing like this.
yeah.
Like basically this one was one sound, so then they do like a different one at the same
Yeah,
time.
and it's funny too because it kind of reminds me of like I think if I pronounce this right, the didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Big old giant tube looking thing.
Yeah.
Like, that takes a lot of talent by itself. Don't get me wrong.
Just
But
a lot of lung
yeah,
power.
exactly. And I have ran into a couple of those, and they sound amazing, and they sound crazy cool. And
Yeah.
but I have always been curious. Like, I feel like the Mongolian throat singers are just as powerful compared to the didgeridoo.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it kind of cracks me up in a way. Oh, I was agreeing with you about the pop. Pop to me is just the way it sounds. It sounds like
Yeah.
candy. I'm not
It
gonna,
does.
I don't have a sweet tooth other than drinking soda, but no, I completely agree. And also too, I tried to listen to like the top hits,
Yeah.
like on
Yeah.
Spotify, and Google Play, and YouTube, and all the top hits to me personally, they sound like garbage.
They really do, to be honest.
Because there's never a point where I'm just like, I'll remember this song because no, it was just like one after another where I'm just like, when's it gonna end?
I know, right?
And I'm just like, wait, it's in my phone. I could literally
I
be
could
like,
just-
let me just switch it off.
just yeet.
right? Just eat the shit out of that. But
Yeah, but you gotta say though that some of them do have like really good beats and like really good lyrics with it without the whole jabber babber of it.
yeah, I completely agree on that. Like, credit to the artist and the producer who are making beats like that.
Yeah, like they actually put time into it instead of like trying to make it like gangster stuff and all that.
Yeah.
And like make it all like I don't know, fast paced and everything.
Yeah, that's what I kind of agree on. If it weren't for if it weren't for
Hold on.
okay, if it weren't for like I would say like managers or people who feel like they need to control the artist.
Yeah.
If they weren't there, I think the music would probably be a whole lot more better.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and at the same time too, on the real, it would definitely sort out the real artists from the fake ones. I mean,
True.
I don't know, but
Like without the whole like freaking the auto voice and everything, or like auto tune of it.
yeah, I okay. So here's I feel like the auto tune has its purpose. Like not to solely correct like your vocals.
Yeah.
Like, all the time. Like if you're not good if you're not good. Like that's it. There's no in between.
Just get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Either that or work up the courage and build up your repertoire.
Your vocals, yeah.
Yeah, and your vocal cords and build up your technique. It's not that hard. It really isn't, There are so many singers out there that are willing to talk about this and to be able to say, actually, maybe if your posture is a little bit more here, or maybe think about like your muscles, think
Kind of
about how
working out the muscles and everything.
yeah, because also too, it does rely on your jaw and I think your cheek muscles too. So a lot of it um, solely relies around here. And like honestly, if they could work on that and not rely on the auto tune, but here it comes again where I find auto tune kind of unique and very useful in a way to produce sounds that if you're a very talented singer, shoot, man, the whole world's yours at that point. You can mess with that
Real.
thing and come up with the craziest sounds. And for me, honestly, I kind of feel like Post Malone has, I want to say, has somewhat mastered that.
True.
Like,
yeah.
Like his vocals, when it's clean, are pretty good. I wouldn't say, well, good.
Yeah.
Then when he uses auto tune, I feel like he kind of uses it as a tool to really shape.
Yeah, he kind of takes advantage of it.
Yeah, like here's the beats that are going on in the background, and somehow he manages to either do like a complete opposite or really follow it and fine tune it, and that's what I really like about Post Malone and some of his work.
I like the only like I don't know, I like Post Malone too personally, and plus with some of his songs like Congratulations, I kind of like that upbeat of it, like the upbeat vibe of it, and then how like at like certain points he brings his like vocal cords to, like a high pitch and kind of brings it back down to the melody of it.
Yeah. No, that's what I really like when an artist can really do that.
Yeah.
But I guess there is a bit of a gray line to where an artist is abusing rather than using the extension. So,
yeah.
I don't know. For me, I feel like auto-tune is definitely a gray area where, like I said, you're using it or you're not. And
True.
yeah, that's a whole nother debate.
We'll talk about that on another day.
We'll talk about that some other time. But so what have you been listening to lately? Any good music?
I don't know. I gotta look through my Spotify, to be honest. So many songs I've been listening to. I can't keep track of it.
It's funny. Like I don't listen to songs per se. I listen to bands.
Yeah.
It's like rather than listen to shuffling through a song for each artist, I'll shuffle through bands and listen to each song differently.
That's true. Yeah.
And recently, I just found out this actually like 3 bands that are pretty good. Pup. What's the other one? The Basement and what's it? Tiny Moving Parts. And these are like some indie rock bands, and they are actually really good.
Wow.
Yeah, like Pup is more. It's like indie. I feel like it's indie grunge rock.
Yeah.
That's how
I heard that before too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then as far as like the Basement, I feel like they're kind of lingering around the realms of like soft rock, almost being like Kurt Cobain type of vocal status, where he's very. This is the only way I could describe it, is the fact that he has like a voice that really soothes you and kind of moistens you, and then and then if he wants to, he'll fucking just really turn up his vocal cords and really dive deep into it. And that's what I really liked about it. And plus too, his bandmates too are also great musicians. And then the last one, Tiny Moving Parts, is just I didn't know whether or not to say that, but that's out of the bag. But yeah, and then as far as like Tiny Moving Parts, I really enjoyed them as a band, because all they are is just an indie rock band. That I felt like that's the description of them. And they have some really good clean songs, like some very mellow and very slow paced songs. So.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, but what was it? There's like, what was it? Yeah, but like the songs I kind of listen to are like Red Hot Chili Peppers. There's like this playlist that I've been just listening to basically all the time called Acoustic and Soft Rock. And like some of them that I like was Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers, Drive by Incubus, Good Riddance by Green Day, Wake Me Up When September Ends, Second Chance by Shinedown, the acoustic version. and like some of them are like kind of was it like covers like Jocelyn Florence by was it QB or QZB, like Jocelyn Florence too, and because he would play like the acoustic version of it,
Uh-huh.
or like had an acoustic song of it, and then like Against the Wall acoustic version by Seether, and Other Side by Red Hot Chili Pepper and Snow, and like just yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
basically
sounds
those
like
like
you're kind of
those
like
songs.
yeah. It kind of sounds like you're like a 2000 type of era genre
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, see,
Yeah, like
that's why.
right when Slipknot and pretty much all the like Limp Bizkit and all of them became big.
Yeah,
It kind of sounds like that, but definitely pay attention to how they play. Even though they sound poppy or punky, or sometimes that their music may be a little bit off. They're still good musicians. They
they
still,
are. Yeah,
yeah. I still,
they still put time and work into it.
correct. And yeah, no, I definitely encourage you to keep exploring this realm of music, because it is definitely fun and unique. There's a lot of unique things that
Yeah,
I feel like kind of go with music.
I bet there is. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely encourage that. But yeah, I think we've been going on close to 2 hours now. I think
For real.
maybe about an hour and a half. I can't. I don't have a timer,
Yeah.
so I can't
Yeah,
see
me either.
it. But dude, thank you so much for doing this with me, and
No
also too
problem.
like helping out with the stream. I know that everything's just kind of slowly getting there,
Yeah.
and I really do appreciate it. And thank you for being my guinea pig, dude.
Bro.
No, in a lot of ways, I hope that there is a point where I could definitely have you, or at least work with you and show you what I do or something like that. And hopefully, after this whole thing ends,
And
that
yeah, the
you
whole
can,
pandemic thing.
yeah, that you can definitely get a job in this realm, because honestly, it's a lot of fun. It's stressful, but you know what? We get to work with the coolest of toys, dude.
I bet. Yeah.
All right, bud. With that being said, I'm going to take off.
Let me show you like what I gotten so far on that Led Zeppelin song. And then
Baby,
Joshua.
baby, baby. That's all I can hear. I'm just gonna pull these. I'm gonna pull these lyrics up, dude. Like
Oh
just
my
keep
god.
playing. Just keep playing for me.
Alright.
I just want to. I'm so tempted. Yeah, just keep fucking.
Oh god.
It was baby, right?
Yeah, like baby something, I think. Let me know when you're ready then.
Okay. Okay, I see it. I see it.
Just I don't know, this part kind of gets me right here. Like just kind of bringing up this, like the fingers here with the bun. I don't know, that part kind of gets me, especially with this one here too.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because he's more or less just tapping the note and bringing it back down.
Oh shoot, I messed it up. Shoot. And then something like that. Yeah, I just like there's one YouTuber called Marty Schwartz, like who does like covers of like songs like that, and just mostly what people request.
Yeah.
He basically just showed us like the chord of it first, like how, like the shape of it and everything, all that. Yeah, and then just kind of showed us the picking after. The picking is really simple. It's just like a simple one, just repeating itself.
Yeah.
But just moving your moving your fingers along with the chords and everything.
Baby, baby, baby.
I don't know, just baby, baby. Just
I have the lyric. I have the lyrics up right now, and like literally the first three words are "baby, baby."
Oh, God.
It's just hilarious. I really wish I had like Robert Plant's voice. You know, just have that high, crunchy mid-tone.
Yeah.
And then have the soft, because then it goes into the next line where it's like, I'm gonna leave you. And it's just like, I said, baby, you know I'm gonna leave you. And like the way he does it is just so freaking subtle. It's amazing.
I know, right? Shoot, I messed up. Alrighty then. I'm just gonna rest my fingers for a little bit. My fingers are getting tired, or like my fingers starting to hurt on my left side.
Oh, heard.
Yeah.
All right, bud. I shall catch you later on tonight.
Evening.
Yep.
Yeah.
And have fun. Be safe. And I'll catch you later.
Yep. Peace.
Peace.
When I was a kid in Pennsylvania, my friends and I were so optimistic about marijuana that we would try to smoke random things that we found in the forest. And sometimes we would even try to smoke oregano or cinnamon sticks just to be able to try to get as close to smoking weed as we possibly could. And now I live in California, where the weed is legal and it's apparently really good and it's really pure, but I can't indulge in it because every time I smoke weed, I get really fixated on the weirdest things, like how windows can also be doors at the same time. That really freaks me out. Or I'll get lost in my hand as I'm playing guitar, and then I realize my hand isn't moving and I'm just playing the same bar chord over and over again. Or I'm afraid that if I fall asleep while I'm high, I'm gonna die in my sleep and I won't wake up. Is anybody else like that, or is it just me? Just me? Yeah, outside, yeah, you get the paranoid types. Well, I wrote this song called Nightlife Youth for a friend of mine who had a bad trip and asked me to stay up all night with him, and it made me have an even worse trip than I was already having. So yeah, it goes out to the lightweights. It's called Nightlife Youth. Oh, Andy, what the hell did we know? It's been more than 10 years gone and millions of miles. I miss you so. In the glisten of the in-between, shining in our nightlife moon. The morning ebbs and flows. Each morning, I suppose, till tomorrow's ready, I'll stay awake. Do you still hate me? Has it really been that long since you wiped my tears and nipped my heels when the shoulders turned cold? In the beauty of the in-between, the sun sets on our nightlife view. The morning ebbs and flows. Each morning, I suppose, till tomorrow's ready, I'll stay awake. In the glisten, oh, in the beauty, the beauty, the sun sets on our nightlife views. The morning ebbs and flows, each morning I suppose, till tomorrow's ready. I'll stay awake, I'll stay awake with you. Puff, puff, give, man. Thank you very much.